After a lot of struggle, earning his engineering degree and starting his career at the BII construction company, Harry Bennett recently got assigned a big project. He was only 30 and his life was perfect. Except for one thing that had been missing his whole life. Harry has never been in a relationship because he has always been a little overweight. In his school and college days, he was a great student, a simple guy, but because he was overweight, he never built the courage to ask any girl out, or ever have a real girlfriend, or just simply be with a woman. But now that he was quite successful, somehow he built the courage to find himself that special someone, because now, even if his figure wasn't good, the figure he made yearly was very good. Mom, I've decided to settle in life. How are you going to settle in life when you can't even ask a girl out? Mom, I was busy chasing after my career. Alright, but beware, Harry. Now that you have all this money, a lot of girls will give you a lot of attention, but for the wrong reasons. I know, Mom, your son might be fat, but he's very smart. No, son, you're not fat. You're unique in your own way, but you've always underestimated yourself by thinking you're fat. And now that you're making all this money, you're building up the wrong notion that you've become something great. You're still the same person. Understand who you truly are. Harry knew there was truth in what his mother said. So he took her advice into consideration and thought he would find himself a woman that actually liked him for him. Who has been nice to me even before this job? Lena from work? No. Anne from college? No. Wait, Belle. Yes, her. For the past year or so, Harry has been going to a coffee shop where he met a young woman who worked there named Belle. Belle has always been nice to him and always spoke to him with a smile. She had to be the one. So the next evening, Harry headed to the coffee shop to meet her. Harry, is it going to be the usual? Yes. Belle quickly brewed his coffee and got his bagel with a smile. Here you go. Is it okay if I ask you something? Yeah, sure. Can I have your number? Maybe we can go out sometime? Belle looked at him surprised. She didn't know what to say. All of a sudden, one of her co-workers, Eva, hurried and scribbled Belle's number on a tissue. Of course you can. Belle was actually asking about you this morning. Eva? Harry chuckled, seeing Belle nervous. I'll call you. Belle politely smiled, watching Harry go out the door. After which, she turned to Eva, shocked. What was that about? Why'd you give him my number? You didn't see his picture on the front cover of BII Bulletin? He's working on constructing this big mall. The dude used to be rich, but now he's super rich. I was about to put him down, thanks. I almost lost this opportunity. Belle. She traveled to America on a student visa about 2 years ago. After which, she came to realize how tough life could be here. She was struggling to keep up with her tuition fees, her rent, her bills. She worked this part-time job at this coffee shop where she met Harry. The only reason she was nice to him was because he used to tip very well. But behind his back, she and Eva used to mock at him. Hey look, the hippo is here. Shh, you don't want him to hear us. I need my tip, okay? The hippo might move slow, but the hippo's hearing might be better. But now, none of that mattered because the hippo was super rich. Belle eagerly waited for his call, and the next Friday, they went on a first date at a really expensive restaurant. Is your name really Belle? It's short for Badia Anaya Liming Ikundayo. My friends call me Belle. After a great first date, second date, and finally, a third date, Harry and Belle were taking a walk by the lakeside. You want to go back to my place? I just finished the 3D models for the project. I can show it to you. Belle cringed just a little. Was this hippo trying to get funky with her? Harry, I know this is our third date and you have expectations, and I really like you, but I come from a very conservative family, and in my culture, we don't do things like this before marriage. I hope you don't mind. Oh, no, I understand. I meant no disrespect to your culture. It's okay. That night, Harry dropped her home, and Belle finally breathed out in relief, having gotten away from that awkward situation. Third date, huh? How'd it go? You guys got it on? What? I'm not gonna let that fat hippo touch me? I gave him the conservative family excuse. And you think you'll keep dating him and spending his money and he won't find out your long list of boyfriends? He won't. He's also a gullible hippo. Well, kudos to you. Make him more desperate. And if he marries you, you won't just be enjoying his money, but you can get a green card too. Meanwhile, Harry dropped by his mother's place. Mom, I met someone. You did? What's her name? What does she do? Belle. She's an international student. Oh, a foreigner. Be careful, Harry. She's probably dating you for your money. Mom, she's not like that. She's actually very conservative. Belle's plan was to land herself a jackpot, get a green card, and forget all her immigration troubles and live happily ever after. But while Belle was dreaming, so was Harry. He was getting desperate. I get we can't do it, but we can't even hold hands? Harry, it's tradition. Abstinence is something big amongst my people. The only way Belle would agree was if they got married. That wasn't a bad thing, was it? He loved her, she loved him. So, Harry bought a beautiful ring, set up a surprise special date, where he stooped down to his knees and asked, Belle, will you marry me? Seeing the whopping diamond on that ring, Belle had to say, yes. So when are we gonna tell your parents? About that, you know how conservative my family is. If they hear I'm going to marry you, they won't be able to accept us, so we can never let them know about this marriage. You're gonna keep this a secret? Yeah, please. There's probably going to be a lot of trouble and issues. Okay, whatever you're comfortable with. Phew, another issue resolved. Wow, that's a big diamond. So when's the wedding? We're gonna have a small wedding. I'm only marrying him for my green card and a little bit for his money. Okay, a lot for his money. I'm not gonna tell my mom and dad about this. What is my family going to say? You married a hippo? What are my cousins going to think? They would be mocking me. In the next few days, Harry was happily making plans for their small wedding. Mom, Belle and I are getting married. Isn't it a bit too early? Are you sure you want to do this? Yeah, she's the one. I love her. Have you considered she might be marrying you for a green card? It was true, Belle had applied for a green card, but he couldn't tell this to his mother. No, Mom, I told you, she's not like that. Once Belle got that ring on her finger, she was this close to being set for life. Belle and Harry had a small wedding in which Harry's close family came and only a handful of Belle's friends. Congratulations, man. You gotta tell me how you met her again. I guess it was just fate. I never thought I would meet a woman like her. She's perfect. But then came the night of the wedding. Belle still hadn't gotten her green card, and there was still 2 years to go till she could apply for her citizenship. What excuse would she use now? I've been waiting for tonight. Harry, there is something important I need to tell you first. In my culture, it's held auspicious not to take children for the first 24 lunar cycles of marriage. It's a tradition. Yeah, okay, but we can consummate the marriage, right? Yeah, I guess. Within a few weeks, Belle finally got that green card. She was so happy, having the time of her life. She was shopping, hanging out with her friends. Meanwhile, Harry had gotten very wrapped up with work, and in all the stress, he had gotten quite sick and had to take leave for a few days. His blood pressure raced too high. Great, so the hippo's got blood pressure. Big surprise. Soon you'll find out he has diabetes and cholesterol too. 2 days into looking after him, Belle was sort of fed up, but she obviously had to show some decency as his wife. I made you some soup and got the medicine. Thanks. Harry, I wish I could be with you, but a distant relative of mine has come and I have to be there to welcome him. It's a family emergency. Don't worry, you go and take care of it. Thanks, I'll try to be home early. Belle went to her room, got ready, and called Eva. Belle, where are you? Aren't you coming to the party? The hot guy is here already. I'll be there in half an hour. Eva and Belle were supposed to go to a party at a bar tonight, and there was no way Belle was missing this, so she had to make up a harmless excuse. Belle, you're finally here. This is Jake. Jake, this is Belle. Belle, well, you are a beauty. Thank you, you're not too bad yourself. Belle was having a good time flirting and dancing with her buddies when she suddenly felt a tap on her shoulder. She turned around and froze, seeing Harry's best friend, James. Belle, you're here? Where's Harry? Harry's not here, he's busy with work. So you came alone? No, I came with my friends. Oh, okay, I'll see you around. As James walked out of the bar, Belle shocked. I think I'm in trouble. Don't worry, just bluff him. You've been handling this hippo so far so good. I think you'll pass this too. How smart can a hippo be? It was around 11 p.m. that Belle returned home. She went to her room to find Harry still awake. Harry, how are you feeling? How was the party? Belle awkwardly laughed. I knew James would call you. I was on my way back and I bumped into Eva. She forced me into going to the party. Harry turned to look at her. She was right. James had called him. Hey man, what's up? I bumped into Belle tonight. She's at this party. Been dancing and flirting with this guy the whole evening. Thought I'd let you know. Belle anxiously stared at Harry, waiting for him to speak up. It's okay, you were having fun. Belle was surprised by how lightly Harry took it. She felt so ashamed, leaving him here when he was sick so she could go out and party, and he didn't even get mad at her or question her. The very next morning, Belle woke up early and made Harry breakfast. But around 8, he came out ready for work. You're going to work, but you're unwell. I have to go, it's urgent. Belle spent her day as usual, but in the back of her mind, she kept waiting for Harry to return. But it was sometime in the evening that a news caught her attention. New construction project at the loop comes crumbling down, many workers injured and some trapped under the rubble. Police are trying to bring them out, but authorities predict it might be too late for many. Belle watched the news in shock. This was the building Harry was working on. All of a sudden, she received a call from the company. Hello, is this Medea Bennett? Yes, where's Harry? I'm sorry, Mrs. Bennett. He was in the building at the time of the crash. The phone dropped from Belle's hand in shock. Her heart raced. She couldn't help the tears. Her hands trembled as she picked up the phone and called Eva. Eva, Harry got into an accident at the construction site. A lot of workers died and Harry's still missing. Yeah, I saw it on the news, but isn't that good news for you? If he dies, you'll own everything, his apartment, his car. No, I don't want any of that. I love him, Eva. I want him. Belle drove out to the construction site that was now surrounded by police. "Mrs. Bennett, it's not safe for you to enter the site." Belle remained with the crew as they cleaned through the rubble and debris, but hours went by and there was no hope. Around 8 p.m., the sky started to get gloomy, foreshadowing a storm. "Mrs. Bennett, we've been searching for 7 hours. I think it's time we stop. If the rain starts, the conditions will get worse." "No, please, don't stop the search. I know he's in there." Belle looked up at the skies. "Lord, please, bring him back to me." The crew continued digging as the rain started to pour. But it wasn't until almost 1 a.m. that they started to hear shouts. "We found him! He's alive!" The police pulled out Harry and a few others, all unharmed. "Harry!" "Belle, my assistant took responsibility while I was absent, and he ended up making a mistake. We were trying to fix it when the building collapsed. I was lucky I got stuck in the elevator, but I'm probably gonna lose this deal, and even if it wasn't my fault, this is gonna be a setback for my career. It's gonna be tough getting another job." Hearing him, Belle felt furious. "You will sit at home. I'll run the household. You're not allowed to go outside again. I love you. I really love you. You understand that, Hippo? You'll never do this to me again." Harry chuckled. "Belle, don't cry. I'm fine. And I love you too." Click on the subscribe button and check out more awesome videos on our channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon because you know it's interesting.